Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Overnight, the Australian dollar bull's grip has weakened and it went along with the US dollar as that declined also, with prices slipping away from the resistance of 74.6065. The market slipped briefly under the handle of 74 cents and printed a low of 73.95 before staging a minor rebound. It is viewed still towards the region of 74.6065 as a sell potential. I do believe the market will eventually, in turn, recapture the bearishness and take a move to the downside. But just be a little bit cautious because I still, at this stage in the next 24 to 48 hours, expect one more test towards the upside. But towards that level of 74.6065 should again find difficulty to sustain. Well, with the dollar index slipping, the euro has found, or should I say inspired, some bullish traction, and now the market looks towards this challenge of 117.2030 area. After recent challenges of the 11-month high on the dollar index, it rejects the level of 95.20. After 3 attempts, the market is now looking back towards the region of 73.40, which in turn will give the momentum to the challenge of 117.2030. But do be aware, I think the market is preparing as a bull trap. The definition of a bull trap is a false signal indicating that a declining trend, which is the euro, to a bullish trend to the US dollar, has reversed and is heading upwards, when in fact the euro will continue to eventually fall back towards the region that I'm looking at 115.5 to 114.85. The move traps the trader or investor that acted on the buy signal and generates losses on resulting long positions, with one aspect still preventing the bearishness to return in the euro is the fact that we have rejected that 95 level. Let's see how this market plays in the next 24 to 48 hours. There's no doubt that the weakness will give the headache increase on the bulls, and we could be looking, as I say, towards that level of 93.40. On the day, 116.65 as support to 117.2030. The dollar yen slipped further overnight and crushes the support of 109.60 and briefly prints a low of 36. It is viewed and concluded from the assessment this morning that the market will take a further challenge to the downside to 109.25, but I am a buyer from the region of 108.90 to 108.35. I'm not getting too bearish on this market as the decline was warranted. As you can see from previous rejection from 111, we fell away towards this region, and again the market is just repeating the same pattern, and therefore should give the bullish trader opportunity to eventually lock in a trade from the lower region that I'm expecting from 108 to rebound back towards the 111 area. The Great British Pound was, since the slightly hawkish outcome from the Bank of England last week. The reason why I say hawkish is that usually we've been looking at 7 out of 2 to be voting for a dovish bias. This time around it was 3 out of 9 voting members calling for a rate hike. The number that's increased by 1 was a surprise to the market, which sent the pound higher, and eventually now posting a near-term rate hike. But with the bullish outside range day, I do expect to see the market hold its bullish gains and look towards the region of either 133.15 to 133.6070 and reassess from there. Support on the day seen at 132.15. The gold outlook a little bit on the softer side, but nevertheless I still believe the market is preparing or restoring more to the fact the support around 55.60. I do expect to see an impulse and a challenge towards the top side eventually of 81 to 82 as a target, and dips still a buy with the immediate support now seen at 64 to 60. The oil outlook, well, the market is questioning the rally of 5% on Friday and now wonders if the market is slightly overextended from the rally. A break of 67.20 could reinstate the downside towards the region, I believe, around 62.40.80. So keep an eye on that. A break of that level, as I say, will give the bearish case. Resistance at this stage is seen at 69.5. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.